So it turns out that women are statistically more likely to be diagnosed with mental illness, but really that's only half the story. You see, mental illness in men is often underdiagnosed and hidden, but it might just be staring you straight in the face without you even knowing it. You see, it turns out that there are some biological differences that mean that mental illness can present differently in men. But because the signs and symptoms don't fit the head in hands stereotype, they might not be picked up. So things like irritability, aggression, and escapist behavior like working longer hours or avoiding your problems or people, or turning to coping strategies that perhaps aren't that helpful in the long term, like alcohol and drugs and gambling. We know, for example, that men are far more likely to be alcohol or drug dependent. They're also more likely to be homeless, more likely to be imprisoned, more likely to be sectioned, and shockingly up to 3 times more likely to die by suicide. The research backs up what we already know. Men aren't particularly good at opening up or showing vulnerability and asking for help. And when we do go to the doctor, we feel the need to show that we've tried to manage on our own and done everything we can. We've manned up, but things have got just a bit too much. There's so many complex issues that get in the way of men reaching out for help or sharing emotions and feelings, and this short video isn't going to fix all of them, of course, but factors like being divorced or unemployed, in debt, gay, living in a rural location, we know they increase the risk, of course, but in truth, anyone is at risk when they're trying to go it alone, or they're unwilling or unable to ask for help. I mean, what does it even mean to be a man? On one hand, you've got to be tough, resilient, competitive, actions over words, stoic, self-reliant, and in control, but yet on the other, sensitive and supportive and emotionally literate and devoted team player and family man who's not scared to cry. Those hyper-masculine ideals have been reinforced by the rise of a slightly skewed version of stoicism, which many understand to be the ancient Greek version of keep calm and carry on, or man up. And I worry that we're taking the self-help message a little bit too far. You see, the truth is we can't go it alone. We need people to share our experiences without fear of judgment or of ridicule. And that's where role models come in. But it turns out not just any bloke will do. They've got to have enough masculinity points to be credible. We're far more likely to listen to the guys on the SAS TV show or Tyson Fury or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson about their struggles. And that's interesting. It seems that if the hardest, toughest alpha males out there have struggled, then it's okay for us. But I wonder where the role models are who are like us, on the building sites, in the offices, in the distribution centres. We need to stop pretending we're all superhuman. Maybe you're the one to do the truly brave thing and face into how you feel by opening up and asking for help. Maybe no pain, no gain is true. You never know. Your short-term pain in doing so might be someone else's long-term gain, and give permission for others to reach out for help.